Welcome to episode 20 of Discount Storytime, literature's finest dumpster fire. This week's story is Roddy, the Cat Next Door, and our sponsor for today is Trubnell Meats Incorporated. Enjoy!
Hi, this is Hargan Q. Trubnell of Trubnell's Meats. I was shopping at the Caveat Emporium and happened to see a stuffed animal store where kids were making the merchandise. So I asked the store employee, "Hey, how'd you get child labor? How much do you have to pay these little squirts?" You know what she said? "Pay them? No, you have it backwards. They pay us to make the stuffed animals." Mind blown. "Why?" I asked. She said, "It's their birthday, silly." Well, let me tell you, my mother didn't raise no fool. And when Hargan Q. Trubnell hears a good business idea, he runs with it. That's why I'm proud to announce we are changing the name of Trubnell's Sausage Factory to Build-A-Brat. Have your kid's birthday at Build-A-Brat. Hooray! As busy parents, you need somewhere to entertain your kids and their little friends for birthdays. And I've looked around. Birthday party rentals aren't cheap. And we, at Build-A-Brat, need day workers with small hands to unclog meat grinders and clot mashers. And we charge you half compared to those hoity-toity party rentals. Looks like a win-win to me. Let Build-A-Brat handle all your child's birthday party needs. A one-day shift pass includes accessing our petting zoo/kill floor, an exciting game of Guess That Viscera, and with 23 different species going into each sausage, they'll be stumped. A birthday sausage cake. Every guest gets a party favor/entrails bag. And most importantly, a day your child will remember. Look, there's a happy birthday girl and her little friends now. Hey, did you have fun finishing your shift assignments?
You suck!
Another satisfied customer. That's Build-A-Brat. Call today to make a reservation. Have your kid's birthday at Build-A-Brat. Hooray!
Build-A-Brat is a subsidiary of Trubnell Meats Incorporated and will not be liable for any damages, injuries, or claims of negligence.
Roddy, the Cat Next Door. Wow, what a day. Hi, my name is Mick, and this is the story of my day. I'd been selected as a speaker for a major presentation for the company I work for, and so this has been a really good opportunity, and I've been working on my presentation for months. I'm just getting started in my career, so everything had to be just right. How absolutely important is this, you might ask? Well, I'll put it to you this way. Our CEO, Mr. Roddy, and my manager, Mr. Savage, are both going to attend this presentation. It's a virtual conference, so it's not like they'll be in my apartment. I mean, geez, that would be nuts. I'm excited and terrified, as it's pretty high stakes. So this morning, after setting up my computer, I went to my kitchen to refill my coffee. Well, that's partly the reason. My neighbor, Piper, leaves for work about the same time each morning, and sometimes I catch her and wave by through my kitchen window. Yeah, I've had a crush on her for a while. We've both been flirty with each other. At least I think so. But I just haven't had the nerve to ask her out. And speaking of, there she is, walking to her car. I wave bye to her, like a cool guy, not like a love-struck dork or anything. I make sure to smile really big, showing lots of teeth, and then I wave my hand really fast so I look cool. She smiles that smile, when her dimples show, waves back, and drove off. So I spent the rest of the morning checking, double-checking, triple-checking, and triple-checking my computer and Wi-Fi and anything and everything that could possibly go wrong. About 15 minutes before my presentation, I give my lecture slides another look over. I had too many slides. Do I have too many slides? I have too many slides. The last quarter's Austin Stevens index slide could be taken. My blood ran cold. Oh no, I forgot to lock my door. My apartment door opened and I heard the putter-patter of little kitty paws. Shh. Roddy got in. No, not today. Not now. I only have, 14 minutes before starting my big presentation. Okay, I should have explained. Roddy is my neighbor's cat. You see, Piper sells corn dog insurance, which means a lot of business travel, obviously. So when she's out of town, I take care of her cat for her. And I don't dislike Roddy. Usually we get along fine. It's just that sometimes he can be a bit much, and especially on days when I have a lot of work to do. I heard clanking in the kitchen as a mug was getting knocked around. I thought, okay, I'll just go in real quick, say hi, and get him back into Piper's apartment. 5 minutes tops, no messing around. I rushed into the living room and looked over at my kitchen counter. There was an overturned sugar canister, a now empty carton of coffee creamer, and a spilled coffee carafe with the whole mess dripping down the kitchen cabinets and pooling on the floor. And from that pool were a march of little tiny paw prints up to the kitchen table. And sitting at the kitchen table was Roddy, a chubby gray tabby with short stubby legs and big doleful eyes. With one paw he was holding a mug filled to the brim with creamer, a pile of unmelted sugar, and a dash of coffee. He absent-mindedly stirred the mixture with his other paw, spilling the sloshed mess all over, then drank it off his paw and shook, spraying coffee creamer and sugar clumps everywhere. I sighed. Maybe he would have a cup and move on. "Morning, Roddy." Roddy looked up quizzically. I said good morning, Roddy." Roddy sighed and said, "Yes, I suppose for most of this world this is a good morning," and sighed again. Oh yeah, did I mention Roddy can talk? He mostly grumbles and sighs, but yeah, he can talk. This started a while back after a strange meteor hit a motel over in Nerbley County. Only a handful of animals were affected, though, and Roddy is one. "Sunshine and laughter and what such. Must be nice. I had better just count my blessings, though. After what happened to me." Roddy paused and gave me a big-eyed stare. I finally asked, "After what happened to you, Roddy?" "After what happened to me to ruin my day." I looked briefly at my watch, 12 minutes before my presentation. I knew I wasn't getting out of this, so I took the bait, hopefully cutting the conversation short. "Okay, what happened to you today, Roddy?" No. I saw you looking at your watch. It's okay if you don't care about me." No, of course not. Of course not. I have this thing I'm going to be giving an important... "I was sleeping, and then a car honked. It was really loud, and I was having the best dream about fish sticks." That's it? As soon as I said those words, Roddy glared at me. Thank you for letting me finish my story, Mick. You're right. I'm sorry. Please continue. 11 minutes. Oh, so I was having this wonderful dream. It was a dream about... What was it about? Oh, it's something to do with fish sticks, Roddy. It was about fish sticks. Yes. See, I was dreaming about being on a bed made of fish sticks, which is funny because I usually sleep on the ottoman, which you might ask, why? Why sleep on an ottoman when you have a bed? But I chanced a brief look at the wall clock in my kitchen, hoping Roddy wouldn't notice. 9 minutes. Roddy was droning on. Sometimes I sleep on the floor, depending on whether there's a sunny spot. And if it's raining... I gently broke in. So the car honk? Sure, Mick. Why not interrupt me to throw my trauma back into my own face? I come over here to tell you about my day, and you... Oh, I can't. I just can't with this. Do you know how this makes me feel? Sorry. It's just I come over because you're who I can talk to about these things, Mick. I can't bother Piper with this stuff. She works for a living, you know. So real quick, we've had this discussion 100 times, and it still annoys me when Roddy brings it up. He thinks because I am at home, then all I must do is sleep and eat, which, from the point of view of a talking house cat, kind of makes sense. I look at the wall clock, 6 minutes before my presentation. I could hear my computer headphones. Someone was trying to check in with me. Roddy, I work for a living too. I just work from home. As a matter of fact, I have an important presentation to give shortly. Roddy slowly looked over at the computer. I see. My feelings are not important enough for you. You care more about your so-called work than your friends. And of course he said work with little kitty air quotes. I just can't deal with your selfishness today. Not after what happened to me this morning. Why? Why did you invite me over if you were just going to ignore my feelings? I didn't invite you over. You walked in, like you always do. I looked at the clock, 3 minutes before my presentation. I could see someone was pinging me on the conference chat, probably trying to make sure I was there. Roddy, I can't talk now. I have work to do. Roddy, without blinking, looked me square in the eyes and with both paws threw his coffee mug off the table. With a loud crash, cream and sugar and broken ceramic spilled everywhere, and I lost it. Get out. Get out of my apartment right now, Roddy. Bad kitty. Bad kitty. Roddy then gave me a look. And I wasn't exactly sure what that look meant, but you know how you can sometimes feel the air change before a storm? I watched him slowly leave, and then I rushed to my computer and threw on my headphones. Hello, I'm here. Sorry about all that. I was having technical issues, but I think they're all fixed now. My presentation started and my adrenaline was going at first, and I found myself talking really fast. But after a few minutes, I calmed down and was able to forget about Roddy and focus on my presentation. I could see in the audience chat boxes that my bosses, Mr. Randy and Mr. Savage, were attending, and I was excited and terrified at the same time, but just kept telling myself, focus, you can do this. You've practiced this a million times. You got this. And something about that quick mental pep talk really seemed to work. Yeah, I felt centered. I felt more confident. Then it happened. About halfway through, I was on a slide. This graph may look a bit busy. Sorry about that. But what I'd really like you to focus on is this column where I computed the Edwards-Guerrero index to... The door squeaked open and my blood ran cold. Oh no. I forgot to lock the door again. Damn it. Not now. I heard the pitter-patter of paws and then something new. It was definitely Roddy, but it wasn't his voice. He was trying to mimic someone? Oh, God, what's he up to?
Mick, it's me, your dear sweet grandmother. I'm here to clean your apartment like you make me do, or else I don't get my heart pills.
I couldn't see Roddy, and I couldn't leave my computer, but I heard clinking and crashing in the other room. Oh, God. That's it. He's gone too far, I thought. Something in me broke. I muted the microphone and yelled into the other room. God, I am doing a fucking presentation for work. Leave or I swear I will throw you out with my bare hands, Grandma. Loud gasps through my headset let me know my microphone was still on. Silly Grandma, you and your silly jokes. Gosh, we sure love to joke back and forth like I love my grandma. I heard more clinking and crashing from the room, and Roddy said in his terrible grandma impression,
Oopsie doodle, did I mean to drop that?
I fumbled with my mouse and tried to get my microphone to mute, but the meeting software kept doing that thing where there was enough of a delay that it would mute for a second, then sense a click and mute off and on and off. And I told the audience, just one moment, please, experiencing technical. Then Roddy yelled,
Sweetie, what do you want Grandma to do with all your drugs and pornography you keep lying around?
More gasps from my headphones. Come on, mute, you stupid motherfucker. The conference assistant got on and asked me,
Is everything okay, Mr. Foley?
Oh, yeah, everything is fine. That's not my grandmother. That's my neighbor's talking cat, pretending to be my grandmother. You see, we had an argument this morning, and, well, things were said, and...
Mr. Foley, are you okay?
I then realized not everyone lives next door to emotionally manipulative cats, or at least not talking ones. No, really, here, I'll show you. I called in the next room. Hey, Roddy, it's okay. Why don't you come here and show these nice people how you can talk, because you're a talking cat. From my headphones, I heard what could only be described as generally concerned murmuring.
Sir, do you need...
No, it's okay. Hey, Roddy, buddy, come here a minute. Please? Roddy casually walked into view. We had a good laugh there, huh, pal? Roddy sat in the doorway. Want to show the nice people how you can talk? Roddy shook his kitty head no and said,
Please don't be mad at old Grandma. And please don't take it out on your sweet pet kitty, who is so sweet and brawny and handsome.
Finally, I muted my microphone and double-checked myself. It was really muted. Got it. Oh, Roddy, I am going to kill you. I lunged for Roddy, and he scampered away. For a tubby-tabby, he could run. I chased him into the living room, but didn't see him. I checked the kitchen, but I couldn't find him. Then I heard, yet again, an alarmed gasp from my headphones on my desk. I rushed back into the office and saw Roddy with big, sad eyes and drooped whiskers, on the desk. He was holding what appeared to be an injured paw up to the camera for everyone to see. That little fucker. You little fucker. You are a faking fucker, you piece of shit. Roddy had unmuted the microphone, and there was a lot of gasping. The next voice was quite clear, and I didn't need my headphones to hear it. It was Mr. Savage.
We are ending this presentation. You have been a disgrace not only to this company, but to the entire gardening spade marketing industry. Report to HR tomorrow first thing.
And my computer screen went blank. I slumped down and did my best not to crumble to the floor, gave up, and crumpled to the floor. Roddy turned to me.
You know, you really suck at giving presentations. Anywho, I was dreaming about being on a bed made of fish sticks, which is funny because I usually sleep on the ottoman, which you might ask why sleep on an ottoman when you have a bed, but
I didn't start crying, but it was close. Gently, I told Roddy, please, just go home. Just go home. Everything is ruined. Absolutely ruined. Then I started crying. The room was quiet for a long time, and I sort of remember feeling a cat head nuzzle against my arm. Then the sound of the apartment door opening and closing. Later that night, I was back on my computer. I hadn't been fired yet, but it seemed like a good time to start looking at job openings. And there was a knock on the door. It was Piper.
Hi, Mick. Sorry to bother you. This won't take long.
I thought, oh God, Roddy, what are you up to now? I just don't have the energy for this. I invited Piper in, but she declined.
Thanks, but I'll just be a minute. I'm sorry about your day. Roddy told me your presentation didn't go well.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Thank you.
Well, he specifically said your presentation didn't go well because of the universe and not him. Kind of like his fish sticks dream or something.
Yeah, or something.
So I was thinking, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm right next door, you know. And well, I was wondering if you'd maybe like to come over for dinner Friday? We could hang out and watch a movie.
Yeah, I would really like that. I gave her a smile and she gave me a hug.
Well, it's a date. I hope your day is better tomorrow. Good night.
And she walked back into her apartment. I stood there stunned. I wondered what happened to make Piper decide to go out on a date with me. Then, as her apartment door was closing, a chubby gray tabby looked at me and gave me a nod. Huh. Okay, Roddy. Good kitty. Good kitty cat. The end. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please tell others to help spread the word of this podcast. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Remember to play nice with others, be kind to yourself, and remember to laugh.